Welcome to the Car Guys. This week, I'm thinking the unthinkable. Should I sell this F12 TDF? Should I? Good morning from the Ferrari F12 TDF. Now I'm on my way to pick up the 458 Speciale Aperta, which has just been serviced and also had its first ever MOT. And whilst I'm driving here through the New Forest on a beautiful sunny day, in a beautiful triple air yellow car, I thought I would pose the question, or at least discuss with you, something which has frankly horrified many of you on social media when I first mentioned it. Namely, should I sell this car? Should I sell the F12 TDF? Whoa, 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 shh, all right, calm down. Now, I appreciate this is a sensitive topic for many of you, and to be honest, I'm quite glad about that reaction, because it shows that you care. It shows that you care about the car, it shows that you care about the car guys and the cars that we've got in the garage. So here's my thinking. Number one, it's an awful lot of money to have invested in one car. Because I wasn't fortunate enough to be one of the privileged few to get the car originally, this F12 TDF cost me just under £900,000. Now that is a colossal amount of money. And it does make you think, because what could I spend that money on? What other cars could I get for £900,000? How many other cars could I get? Should I get a 911 GT2 and a 964 RS and a Porsche 356 Speedster? All for that money. Could I have all three of those experiences for the price of this? Should I sell this and get one of the new Porsche 935 track car racers, which I actually have an application for on my phone right now? Should I sell it and get a Porsche Carrera GT, or perhaps a Bugatti Veyron? There are many things that I could spend the money that's invested in this car on, but for me to do that, those prospects would have to be significantly better than this, and that's a really, really big ask. Would I regret not having a TDF in my life? So I've done quite a lot of miles in this car, 5,364 miles, and for those of you that know a bit about Ferraris, and especially special edition collectors Ferraris, that's a lot. That is a lot of miles, and that does begin to hurt the value of a TDF. The majority of TDFs will have done less than 1,000 miles. Some of them criminally will have done less than 100 miles. And those are the true investment cars. This car, make no mistake, has been driven. I've taken it all the way down to Italy for the 70th Ferrari Rally. I've driven it to numerous supercar driver events, but that's what they're for, right? That's why you buy a TDF, that's why you buy a Ferrari, is to drive the hell out of it. If I get to the pearly gates and someone says, did you drive your cars properly? I'm pretty confident that I can say, absolutely, St. Peter. Do I continue to put miles on it? Do I start racking them up till it gets to 7, 8, 9,000 miles on this limited edition Ferrari? Or do I let someone else have it and enjoy it? I don't drive it perhaps as much as I should because I am conscious of the value. If I'm going to grab a key for one of the cars in the garage, it's very often not the TDF. Have I had my TDF moment? Have I had the car, enjoyed it, driven it, and is it time to move on to something new, some more experiences? Now, I'm fortunate in that I've got all of you to give me your opinion, and I did post on social media earlier this week about this very topic, and boy did you come through with some answers. Obviously there was a lot of emotion going around, a lot of people that just literally wrote no, and what are you, an idiot, you're an idiot, I wish I had your problems, first world problems, all that sort of thing. And I totally agree with all that. I mean, let's face it, what we're discussing here is ludicrous in terms of modern life and normal life. The whole point of this channel is to share my car experiences with you and to share, if need be, my worries and concerns and decisions. The sound that it makes is like nothing on earth. I think only really the Challenge Stradale and the 599 eclipse it in terms of modern equivalents, you know, not even going back to the 60s where everything sounded good. And that's possibly the most persuasive argument as I steer around this little tiny furry donkey. Hello, little donkey. Ah, it hasn't really put a foot wrong. It's never broken down. It's never let me down. You know, even driving sort of 2,000 miles to Italy and back really didn't miss a beat at all. It does feel quite a big car, but you get used to that. And it's very, very, very tricky on the limit. Well, in fact, it's very tricky anywhere near the limit. In fact, it's very tricky full stop. There's a lot of power. There are big tyres at the back here, but they can't cope with the power that you put through. So Larry tail slides are a regular occurrence with this car, particularly if the tyres are cold. Whoa, 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 hey, there you go, easy, easy girl. Another reason why you probably shouldn't consider getting rid of a TDF is this, the noise. Oh, it's such a great sounding engine. How'd you fancy some fruity downshifts? There's one. Oh, there's another. Just one more for good measure. Oh my God. Let's pitch it into a corner, shall we? Oh, savage. Oh. Here we go then, quick bursts. Is a good sounding car, there's no doubt about that. How could I even consider selling something that sounds this good? I mean, it's practically heresy. And you can hustle this every bit as much as a hot hatch. And I know you don't believe me, but it is true. You've just got to have enormous kahunas to do it. My favourite Ferrari of all time is the 288 GTO. Those cars, they only made, I think, 272 of them. They are absolutely gorgeous, but the value of them in the last 5 years has gone from high 800,000s to, wait for it, £2 million. 2 million! 2! There is a school of thought that says if I don't get on the 288 GTO wagon as soon as possible, I will never ever be able to afford one. They're only going to go up. They're never coming back down. That is a very, very powerful force acting on me at the moment. That's also one of the reasons why probably I'm considering selling the TDF more than I maybe should do. But thank you so much for all your comments on social media about this topic. It's been really useful actually reading them through, and what I'm going to do is I'll put the names of all the people who have said, first of all, that I should never sell this car. So they're going to come by now. Quite a few names. Oh, still going. quite a few names. And here are the guys who said I should, and that it's time to go. Here they are as well. That was quick, wasn't it? Vast majority of you think that it would be absolute lunacy for me to ever consider selling the TDF, and believe me, I get where you're coming from. It's a beautiful sunny day. I am driving one of the greatest V12 GT Ferraris there's ever been made. I'm a very, very lucky boy. I do realise that. And on a day like this, it's really hard to imagine ever getting rid of this car. So only 799 of these glorious beasts. True Ferrari aficionados have them, and they've all held on to them. You can tell how special a car is sometimes by how often you see them come up for sale, and you rarely see TDFs come up for sale. The arguments for selling the TDF, let's quieten down a bit. The arguments for vast amount of money stored in one place. It's not super appreciating at the moment. I've already done quite a bit of mileage on it. The arguments for keeping it, the noise, the looks, the steering, the sheer experience of flying through bends in this car. It will appreciate in the future. It is one of the all-time greats. I would be mad, wouldn't I? I would be mad to get rid of it. I mean, let's face it, this is a proper pucker, solid gold, 100%, fully certified, special edition Ferrari. A Tifosi special. This gets you the keys to the inner sanctum. It's not quite LaFerrari status, but it's not far off. And to be honest, I'd have one of these over a LaFerrari every day of the week. I think I have made my decision, rightly or wrongly, and the 288 GTO argument is so very strong. I think, on reflection, I'm going to keep it for now. I think I'm going to hold on to it for a bit longer. I think it will be fascinating to see what this car is like up alongside and up against the 812 Superfast. I think it would be a real missed opportunity to sell this car before we've had a chance to do that on this channel, so you can see exactly what it's like and exactly what the differences or similarities are. I know that means the 288 GTO may be even further out of my reach. So there you are. This has been an interesting journey and thought process for me. I'm really glad I brought you along. I'm really glad you've been involved in giving me your opinions and letting me know what you think. Obviously, ultimately, it is my decision, but having driven it a little bit more and having talked it through with you, I think even though the 288 argument is strong, I'm wondering whether I could just sell my kidneys. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Please subscribe, leave comments, especially leave comments on this one. I'm very interested to hear what you think. Make sure you like the video, make sure you click that notification bell so that you get notifications of all of our future videos. And we'll see you again next week.